Mom's all right. Daddy's all right. Just seems a little. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, A Couple Pints Pod.
Cheers to you.
For you YouTube folk, you missed a great. No, it wasn't.
We're almost there. Oh,
Catch
shit.
us on Patreon.
We're almost
Catch
there.
us on Patreon, dude.
Just wait.
Oh, well, I said we weren't going to announce it, but we just did.
Oh, yeah. Surprise.
Yeah. Links in bio.
Oh, now we got to update the link too.
I already did.
Oh, you already did as
Yeah.
you were doing it?
Yeah.
You're fucking sick with it, dude.
Yeah, I'm good at this shit.
You're sick with it, dude.
So yeah, we're on Patreon now. The
Guess how
goal
much?
is for the price of an Arizona iced tea, you can basically see the shit that gets us almost kicked off YouTube every week that I have to cut out. But also we're gonna put up episodes that got banned.
Yes.
Our plan is to do some Patreon only, like the hot conspiracies that I mean, the two of them almost got us banned, but we have a running list of shit that every week it's like, let's talk about this. Oh no, remember, it's gonna get us kicked off fucking YouTube.
Just rolling.
Yeah, for the price of a Arizona green tea with honey and ginseng iced tea, you could see really what goes on here. The only tier we have now is $1, and it's to see shit like you just saw, unless you're on YouTube, which you didn't see it. So head over to the page, just spend a fucking $1. Why not? At least spend the $1. Watch Inject Me Daddy and the 9/11 one, and then maybe the intro to this one and whatever else is up by the time you're seeing this, and then fucking unsubscribe. We still make $1.
Yeah, I mean, those two, if you subscribe for $1 to watch those two videos, it is worth your while.
It's 50 cents a vid, bro.
It is so worth your
All right,
while.
hold on, my mic's all fucked up.
Those videos are so good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a slightly biased, slightly. Those videos are so good.
I mean, they're good enough for YouTube to say, you can't fucking do this.
That's how good they are. Oh, she must have ordered food.
You have a doorbell?
You didn't know that?
Who wants to order food?
Kirsten ordered food.
Oh.
Not rude.
Well, I saw the doorbell downstairs, but I was like, should I press? I didn't know if it was yours, and there's like 8 fucking apartments in this place.
3.
8.
No, wait. One.
Well, I saw the doorbell thing
3.
down. I saw the doorbell thing downstairs, and I was like, I'm not gonna press it because if it's not his, that's gonna be weird while I'm walking up the stairs.
If you go around back, enter through the back door.
Yeah, there's a
on the
doorbell
back door?
thing.
Yeah, that's ours.
Well, now I know that since a doorbell went off.
It's such a nice chime.
Yeah,
It's so welcoming.
sure.
See, and now she's back. She got food. She hungry.
Okay. Anyway, so
She's hungry.
check out the Patreon. I don't fucking know. That being said, today we have a topic that randomly popped into both of our lives around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna start with a crazy story, and then we're gonna move into
The fun.
the general idea. Dude, so much dead air. This sucks. We suck. Why do you pay $1 for this?
Why do you pay $1 for this? I mean, where do we even freaking start with this? Because the last time
I'll tell you where we fucking start. We start with my motherfucking boy, Stanley Meyer, and his water-powered car. That's right, bitch. We're talking hydropower this week on Couple Pint Spot. Stanley Meyer is some dude from fucking Ohio, I think.
I believe so too. Yeah.
that in 1998 he announced that he had a fully functional car that could run on any kind of water, tap, hose, salt, fucking Fiji, fucking
Poland Spring.
Carbonated. No, I don't know if that's part of it, but
Carbonated be like nitrous boosted
so
in
this
that car.
dude LaCroix gets you there in 2 seconds. So this
Instant.
dude built an electric water fuel cell which divided water into the fundamental elements of hydrogen and oxygen.
Bundle.
But the crazy shit is, so this dude builds a hydropowered car in like the height of the fossil fuel movement.
Peak.
Yeah.
When we're going to other places for it.
Yeah. With guns that leads to a horrible war that never should have happened. So this dude's like, nah, fuck all that.
That's what I'm talking about.
I fixed it. And he basically, Stephen Meyer's shit was so effective. He could drive, his estimate was he could drive his car from one end of the country to the other on 22 gallons of water.
Guesstimate?
Estimate. Same shit.
I don't think it is. I think it could have happened.
Well, he never got to do it, and that's what we're going to dive into because it's fucking wild. So
unbelievable.
He's like, what's a Ohio? What's an Ohio accent?
Like,
dude, you probably should. He was all
Ohio.
He was no, that's Canadian. They're close enough to Canada. Fuck it.
What do you mean they're under New York?
So I'm gonna cut that dead air out. You fucking Ohio's under New York? Wait, what the fuck? Go back.
If you look
What'd you
at
just
a
say?
map,
yeah, but New York butts up to Canada, dude.
New York does, but when you go under, it's Pennsylvania,
There's
Ohio.
lakes, bro.
If you look at a map,
what's above Ohio? Hold on. We're gonna get back to Stephen Meyer. This is way more important than the man. This is way more.
This is what the Patreon's for.
Well, this will also be on the YouTube.
Oh, that
or
is
should
so
we? I'm gonna cut it right at. Fuck. What was I saying? We'll get back to Stephen Meyer. Where Ohio is geographically is way more important than a man who almost changed the fucking world and solved the climate crisis. Hold on.
We need to figure this out.
U.S. map. Okay.
Where is she?
Click that. Zoom in. We'll put an image. Oh,
somewhere on the table.
Oh, I fucked everything up. We'll put an image here somewhere. What the fuck is going on? Okay, map of the U.S. Here we go. Ohio bumps up to fucking Toronto. Blow me. Well, not really. But look, this is Ohio. I'll zoom in. This is Lake Erie. And then Canada.
If you're being I mean, are we
if I'm being technical,
it
butts up to Canada.
Are we counting a lake as Canada?
No, but what's above Ohio? Canada. Anyway, Jesus Christ. This whole fucking argument is based off of
Lake Canada.
I'm not calling a lake Canada. I'm saying what's above Ohio. Okay, so what? Fucking fuck you, dude.
You know, people get lost in the Finger Lakes.
Why are you still talking like a fucking Canadian?
I wanted the job.
Hey, Bob, people get lost in the Finger Lakes all the time there, eh? Was that
I should
a good
get back
accent? I did it, and halfway through, I was like, that's not a good accent.
I should get back to my family.
I should really get fucking back to Vancouver.
We are. Do you know that we're actually referencing Jim Carrey in one of the Office episodes when they're looking for a new boss?
Jim Carrey's not in the Office. Is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, hot Patreon take. I'll cut this out of the YouTube. Anyway, so Stephen Meyer creates a hydro-powered car. And a bunch of like big oil execs are not happy about that because then they're like, oh, well, we're out of money. Fuck. Then this oil tycoon from Saudi Arabia offers him $1 billion to buy it. Homeboy says, nah. So
No.
this all leads up to now a bunch of people are mad at him. Big oil is a strong.
Why would they be mad at him?
Because money, dude.
Oh, what's Saudi Arabia gonna do with it?
No, fuck Saudi Arabia. Big in America, big oil is like, no, bro, you're gonna ruin us. We can't have this. We're at the peak of our existence. We're currently bombing the shit out of Iraq for more oil. Fuck you. So then that leads to Stanley Meyer's mysterious death.
I don't. Okay.
And so
I'm proud of Stanley for holding true. But what do you think that Saudi Arabia prince would have done with it?
either owned the patent and then just not made anything out of it. Like, hey, I'll give you $1 billion so I could make $100 billion off of all this Saudi oil, you know?
I see. I don't know.
Like he might have bought it. He might have bought it just to be like, now I own it. You can't do it. No one's going to do it. Fuck you.
That is true. But I also feel like he may have gone full Elon Musk style with it, built factories, started building cars, shipping them to America.
No.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
I mean, we'll never figure out.
You think a Saudi prince would be like, I'll buy it and then start pumping out hydro cars?
I've been sending a Saudi prince thousands of dollars a week through my emails. What are you talking about?
You lost me with that one.
Oh, you don't get that one?
No.
Have you ever gotten the Nigerian prince email?
Yeah. Like coming to America.
Yeah, so I flipped it and said Saudi prince. But you're honestly right. It doesn't work because they're so fucking wealthy. It'd never happen. It'd never happen.
No, it wouldn't. They could probably buy both of us.
Who do you think would be? Who's going for more? Who's going for more?
Probably you, because you look more useful. Little do they know I'm more useful.
Bro, I would.
But they would look at me and be like, look at this.
Sell myself
look at
so
this.
hard.
Why would you market yourself?
If I'm in the situation where there's no escape and I'm about to be bought by
what it's like, prince, it's like fucking Taken and you're dancing in like a glass cage and you're like, look at my muscles. Exactly. I can lift stuff.
I got moves.
Like Jagger, baby.
I got moves. I'm going
moves like Jagger.
I'm going for the ultimate price.
You want to know? All right. So Stanley Meyer's mysterious death. On March 21st, 1998, Meyer was having lunch at a Cracker Barrel, first mistake, with his brother and two potential Belgian investors. See, I could see Belgium being like, what's a Belgian accent? Probably like German. Vivanti Hydrocar. I don't know. Fuck it.
I don't know.
So they fucking, they're like, we're going to change the world. And then homeboy Stanley Myers takes a sip of this, says his cranberry juice.
No.
And then immediately grabs his throat, runs outside, violently throws up, and dies in the parking lot. His last words were, they poisoned me.
Stanley.
Who's they, bro?
Who?
That's the mystery and where all the conspiracy brews from. Was it the government? Was it big oil? Was it the Saudi prince? Was it the Belgians for some reason? Was it his own brother?
Ooh.
Out of jealousy. Now we're writing a movie.
I love this already.
Hey, Netflix.
You've already lost billions. Why not take up our options already?
So that's where, I mean, obviously the story ends. His brother insists he was murdered. His invention posed a threat to billions of dollars in the oil industry. And
wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, it's between my mind.
He also
Ping pong.
said fuck off to a bunch of investors. And then this also says persistent government spying operations. So that's why a lot of people think that the government killed him.
Okay. Why would the government be mad?
Because
that
they're
this
losing
guy
money.
created it himself
Because they're losing
and
money.
said
Because they're losing money.
but he didn't give it to anybody. He never sold it. He never gave the patent to anybody. He
Yeah,
never
but
gave
it's
the
like
design to anybody.
Picture like every movie ever where the government's like,
So one guy's
like, bro, don't look
one
up.
guy.
Don't look up. I know that was like supposed to be satirical, but it was also satire on our current state.
So true.
2 people discovered a solution and the government said, no, we can't be wrong in the public eye.
But he didn't give it
So
to anybody.
fuck off. And then everyone died.
He
Yeah,
didn't
but
give it to anybody. So why would they ever interfere?
Because the point I'm trying to make is they saw, oh, we could lose billions of dollars. We have to cut this off before he gives it to somebody or before he becomes the next Henry Ford or Elon Musk or
Okay. Oh, but I don't know.
Stanley Meyer could have been
offered so much already, and he never gave it up.
Because maybe
he's spilling the beans.
But maybe he was thinking I could start my own company and sell these myself and make billions of dollars.
There's a video of his house in the garage he built it in. That guy's not getting anywhere. He's not selling it.
He built a fucking water-powered car
In his tiny little garage that he's not giving to a Saudi prince for millions.
Where did Google start?
In a tiny little
Where
garage.
did Amazon start?
In a tiny little
Where did
garage.
Apple start?
In a tiny little garage. But this guy's saying no to billions of dollars.
Well,
and
1
then
billion.
Saying no to more? Oh.
He didn't say no to more. I think his idea was, no, I can make more.
I don't know if he was going to go anywhere with it.
Why not?
I don't feel
no
like
one knows.
The balls
no one knows
it.
because they poisoned his goddamn cranberry juice.
I don't think he was going to go anywhere. I think he was going to have it for show.
Why?
Because he doesn't have the gusto to do it.
He was meeting with investors the day he died. Like he wanted to sell it just to the right people for the right price so he could make the world a better place. It literally says right here.
You're telling me
it literally says right here. They clink their glasses to toast their commitment to uplifting the world. And then it says, but after taking a sip of his cranberry juice, Meyer clutched his throat, sprang to his feet, ran outside, violently threw up and died. I paraphrase
cranberry juice.
Why is that your issue here?
That is a
They're in a diner.
Hole. Wait, you're at a public diner. They silently poison your drink. And you're telling me you're drinking cranberry juice to $1 billion idea?
No, it doesn't say how much these Belgian dudes offered him.
If it's $1 billion idea to the Saudi prince, then it's $1 billion/$1 billion idea to any American investor. And if they're drinking cranberry juice, that's kind of a hole in the story. I don't believe such a big deal would be toasted over such a tiny drink.
Maybe he didn't drink. It doesn't say it. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of his sobriety.
You know, that could be a take that I did not consider.
So then the next paragraph says his death was investigated for 3 months, though it was eventually written on the coroner's report that he died of a cerebral aneurysm.
Ooh, was he? Oh, wow.
Which is shady.
That is shady shit.
Because that's like, that's almost like being poisoned. Like it's just like, oh, you can't physically see it, so let's just make some shit up. Brother insists he was murdered, blah blah blah. And then those investors, the Belgian dudes,
excuse me,
they didn't even like give condolence, like they acted like it never happened.
Wait, so the people he was meeting with for the investment were like, it never happened.
Pretty much.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This says declined to offer so much as a condolence.
Maybe they were in on it. Maybe they were part of the agreement to make it happen.
I mean, maybe, but why? But why? I just don't get it.
Because, like you said in the beginning of the episode, it was the height of the oil industry. And if there's about to be one person,
Yeah, but Belgium isn't known for their fuel.
but the connections America has to all the different nations across the world, they could be contacting the Saudi prince, the Belgian people to be like, hey, we need you to put in a bid. We need you to contact this guy and say, we'll give you such and such for your idea. So it can't be traced back to us who wants this guy eliminated.
Dude, can we just take a second to point out how bad the US government is at murdering people, assassinating
bad.
people, and then covering it up?
So bad. How? You have Navy SEALs who go through training to the point that makes their bodies a level above human, and you still can't get away with all this? What's going on?
Remotely cover it. Oh, 2 Belgian dudes did it. Okay.
Wow.
Sure.
Lazy.
Government that's profiting billions off of the oil industry. All right, dude.
So lazy.
You should get us beers.
You want me to grab us?
I don't want to crawl under the table.
That is so true. You would have to crawl. Ready? I was gonna do a cartwheel.
Thank you for not doing that. Yeah, dude. Pretty crazy shit, dude. So anyway, then we said at the beginning we would lead into what we were talking about earlier, which was like, now there are companies who aren't being assassinated by some sort of government investigating hydro powered things. And my first point was, why don't we have a hydro powered boat yet?
That makes you wonder.
You know how much cheaper shipping would be if you didn't have to pay for fucking fuel?
How would that work though?
The boat would suck in water that it's,
But how would the hose be powered?
What do you mean?
So the hose, if you put a hose in water, it's not going to just automatically suck it up. There has to be a force at the other end that's powering the water through.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how would it power the water through?
Maybe it's like an electric hydro hybrid. So anyway, maybe it's like an electric hydro hybrid. So you could start it using electric, which we have electric boats now, so that's possible. That runs the pump. And then once the pump's running, the engine is run off the water that the pump is sucking up.
Are those battery powered boats? Are they just a flick, or do you have to give them a pull?
What? I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. If it's just the battery, and it's got to power such a large ship.
But what if it only powers the pump to turn the ship on? Then it doesn't. It just has to power a water pump, which you could like plug into the wall.
That's going to be a big intake valve, though.
Yeah, sure. Either way.
So that's got to be a big unit inside the ship for such a big intake valve. So if it's that big unit, and if it's just a little bloop, and it turns on everything, if it's water powered / electricity, how's the ship in the middle of the ocean, or how's the ship chilling in the harbor getting the power boost back to itself for the battery to run?
Well,
is it solar powered?
Once the pump is running, it works like a car. Once the boat's moving, it's charging its battery to keep the pump running, which keeps the boat moving. It's like an alternator.
Okay. But if it's showing
in my head, I have no fucking idea.
That's so interesting though, because if it's chilling in the harbor and it's got solar power, That makes sense. But if
Okay, then let's say it's solar powered.
but if way around it, there's a generator on the boat that you just hook the cables onto, the jumper cables onto, so it charges the boat overnight. Bada bing, bada boom. You don't got to worry about it. You got some subtle noise if you're sleeping on the ship.
I mean, I'm sure ships in the beginning are already noisy.
Oh my God.
I don't think people like cargo ships or like fishing ships like shut off
No.
at night.
No. We'd be sick pirates, though.
Would we?
I think we would.
I don't know.
I think we'd be
The Somalians
sick.
have it pretty locked. I don't know if we could
I'm talking
out pirate them.
I'm talking olden day treasure hunting pirates going island to island.
Oh, like
instead
of Blackbeard, I'd be Macbeard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'd be fun.
Dude, I think
but then we're relying on wind. Then none of this is even an issue. So what are we talking about here?
You think wind power items are an underground thing?
What?
I mean, there's so much wind out there.
Yeah.
So if we can harness the power of the wind,
which we already have a lot,
why haven't we been able to put that, folded it down, and been able to put it into some sort of mechanical item?
Because you need a giant thing to catch the wind to move a big thing.
But if you have a leaf blower,
and also what happens if it's not a windy day? Then your Amazon package is lost in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
But that's true, because my mind went to, if you have a leaf blower that has an intake valve that you click a button, but the button would have to be
you're really intake
battery
oriented this episode. You're very concerned with the intake valves.
Because I'm thinking about the water, and the only way that the water thing would work, I'm just trying to think about how everything is laid out in the car. Because if Steve?
We were talking about boats. Stanley.
If Stanley
in the car. Wait, now we're back to cars. In the car, it says it worked through an electric water fuel cell, which divided any kind of water into its fundamental elements of hydrogen and oxygen by utilizing a process far simpler than the electrolysis method. Meyer was able to patent his invention, but doesn't really elaborate on that.
So
also hydrogen is highly explosive, which leads to combustion engine, which is what cars now run off of. So there you go. And pure oxygen is also highly explosive. So there you go. There's your answer. It's a fucking combustion engine, but it separates something that's not explosive into two very volatile things, blows them up. You fucking go.
Damn, Stanley's good.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. But if Stanley's claiming that this car can go that far on one full tank of water, if he's claiming that,
well, I don't know if 22 gallons was a full tank. It doesn't say what the tank was. I mean, the picture that we'll put right here is like a dune buggy looking thing.
I'm so confused. What's pulling the water through the car to make it go? Is it electric powered? Is there solar?
Well, what pulls gas through a car to make it go?
The ignition. When the car starts and the ignition goes and the pistons start firing in the engine, it starts rotating the belts in the engine, which starts pulling everything else through the car.
Yeah, so it's the same idea. Just
so if it's that, and if it's water powered, how are you starting the car? What's the ignition for the car? Is it water powered to ignite the car? So if you're telling me this
explained it to you.
This car just starts off of water?
Yeah. You just fill the tank with water instead of gas, which leads to less greenhouse gas emissions.
What is pulling the water through the car to get it going?
But what's pulling the gas through the car to get it going? It's the same fucking question.
So when the car starts and it starts
you
going,
get in,
going,
you get in water or gas
battery to it.
Yeah. Does your car not have a
And my
battery?
car does have a battery, but if this car's I want to know how
It's the same fucking thing. He
You
just
really
modified the
think-
engine.
You really think it's just a regular car battery? Do you think it has to be some sort of modified
It
thing
looks-
to keep it going?
It looks pretty fucking normal. I'll put a picture right here.
Sabam?
Like, look, I'd assume this is like some sort of water tank, and then there's I could look deeper into it if you'd like.
Okay. Wow. Honestly,
He just found a way to separate water down to its original composition, which is hydrogen and oxygen. Then it works the same way as a car.
we need to get this.
So maybe instead of
this has to be everywhere.
Like a fuel pump, he had this electric water fuel cell that brings the water to the engine. When you turn the key, separates it, ignites the pistons, then your car's running, then you go.
I love it. I love it.
Also, I'm making this up as I go along because you're asking me questions as if I'm this fucking dead dude.
Well, don't worry.
I don't fucking
because
know.
right now, after everything you just said,
Now does it make sense? Can we move from intake valves to something else?
There was
here?
an image in my mind of me waking up every fifth morning, carrying one of those big gallon jugs of water out to my car, just putting it right in there, just
Yeah,
loading
dude.
it up.
Bro, Deer Park would explode.
Let's Patreon every $15 you give to us, we will
Whoa.
and we will donate $5 to help get
I
this
don't-
hydro. What's it called?
I
Hydropower?
disagree. There's already people working on this. We don't have to give them money.
Are you sure?
There's billion-dollar companies in Silicon Valley already trying to do this
But
who
what
are
if-
not being targeted by the government. And that's the whole issue here. Why couldn't they just let this guy do it? Just let him have it, bro.
That really still confuses me.
Fuck your profit. You could still profit off of it. You're already charging people for water. Run that bill up.
Stack it up, stack it up.
Fuck gas, dude.
Do you think they got rid of him because he was not playing by their rules?
Yeah. And
You think
their
that's
rules
what
and their
it
rules
boils
are
down to?
and their rules are we're fucking dumb. This is making us money. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah, that has to be how they're thinking. This
That's
is
how they've
way
been thinking.
too.
We were 2 years old when this dude got offed. What has changed?
Wow.
Nothing.
Nothing. Two. Whoa. What? Not a single thing?
Actually, we weren't even 2. We were like 1.5
Wow.
because it was in March.
You're joking. Come on.
I mean, that's what this says. I don't know.
This is gonna be crazy when it's finally out there.
I'm also still slightly stuck on the whole cranberry juice thing. Like, why are you doing that?
Who, me?
No, fucking
Stanley?
yeah.
I don't think that's in my mind. That's a hole in the story. Who's cheering cranberry juice at a bar?
I don't think it's a hole in the story. I just think it's like maybe he should have been poisoned. That was a joke. I wish this shit took off, man. Like,
That'd be so
we wouldn't
fucking
have
cool.
any of the issues we have right now if they didn't poison this man's cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice.
Cranberries.
Oh, it's so freaking fake. There's no way it's cranberry juice, dude. I'm back.
Maybe he was drinking a vodka cran and they poisoned that. Either way, homeboy got poisoned. Now he's dead and we're fucked because the earth is burning. So that's fun. Anyway,
Oh, Here's a
Oh.
little thing.
Oh.
Here's a little fun thing to end the episode with. I saw a video that was released 2 days ago that they're turning the Hadron Collider back on to try and find the element above the last one they found.
So they're trying to find new elements.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tune in next week for that.
This has been
A Couple Pints Pod.
It's safe to say.
Don't
Go chasing waterfalls.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls. We're out.
Peace.